Hi and welcome to A World of Words. I'm Vanessa and today I'll be reviewing Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, the first book in the Lux series. So yes, this is the bind-up of Obsidian and Onyx, but I've only read the first one so far, just to hear. I think almost everybody knows what this is about. This has been considered Twilight with aliens, I believe, which fits it pretty well. I think it's... people say that and I see why they say it, but I feel like it's kind of annoying, I guess, to outright compare two books. Well, they're not exactly the same, though I guess there was a truck scene. He did save her from a truck, and that's partly how she discovered her powers. They do go walking in the woods a lot. He is a bit Edward-like, so maybe they're not so wrong. But I enjoyed this a lot more than I enjoyed Twilight. I really loved Katie, the main character, a whole lot. I think it's awesome that she is a book blogger and that she talks about like posting videos. One of my favorite parts was when Damon wanted to watch her video and she was so embarrassed. And then she's like, at least I wasn't singing. Which was super funny because sometimes when you're talking about books and stuff, it can get a little bit silly and that would be pretty embarrassing for a guy who you are pretending you don't like, but you actually do like. I really enjoyed this. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Only reason it wasn't 5 stars, I don't know why I always feel the need to defend my ratings, mostly because I guess anybody who loves the book to death might be like, why isn't it 5 stars? What was wrong with it? Only thing I can say that was wrong with it was it did take a very long time for her to learn what they were, and then after she learned what they were, it was a long time before I was like, okay, what is it about? Like, I know it's about, like, the love story, I guess, but, like, the love story was even taking a while to get started. Jumping right into spoilers, because I don't really know what to say in the non-spoiler section, and I think most people have already read this anyway, because it came out. I don't want to compare it to Twilight again, because a lot of people say this is Twilight with aliens. But I will just say one more thing, where it does remind me of it in that it tells you on the back, or at least everyone says in the blurb, it's about a girl who moves to a new place and then this really hot guy is next door and he's actually an alien. So we know what he is. And then we proceed to take, I think, about 130 pages for her to find out what's weird about him. And that's just something that I see a lot. This girl takes about 100 pages to learn what this guy is. I've also seen it reversed when we know right from the start like what he is. I did really enjoy it. I loved Katie as a character, or Kat. I really love Dee especially. Dee is just amazing. I love her so much. She's awesome. And I really did enjoy like their friendship, their back and forth, her bickering with Damon. It's entertaining at times and then frustrating at others. Sometimes he just annoyed me and then other times their back and forth was kind of funny. I did like that this book was light and humorous and I really enjoyed that. It gave me a lot of Meg Cabot vibes, which if you know me, I love Meg Cabot to death. Like, she is one of my all-time top favorite authors. So I do want to say that people who read Jennifer L. Armentrout, she, I think, is a bit newer than Meg Cabot. So if you have not read anything by Meg Cabot, I know she was popular years and years ago when I was younger, because I'm old. So if you do enjoy like her writing, Meg Cabot is kind of like her, but it's even funnier. Like, Meg Cabot's books are even funnier than this. I feel like Meg Cabot's plots are a little bit tighter than this one was. But yeah, so I liked that it was light, it was fun. I liked the characters. In the high school, I liked the high school characters a lot, which is again what was giving me the Meg Cabot vibes, was the reactions between the teenagers reminded me a lot of her books. But when I was reaching like a little bit over page 100, I was just like, when are we going to find out what's actually happening? And this happened to me a couple times during the book where I was really enjoying it and then I would get to a point, but like there should be a little bit more to it, you know? Considering it is like about aliens. Okay, so then once we found out about the aliens, what they were, that they're balls of light, which actually makes the Lux series make a lot more sense actually. I was wondering what the title had to do with like the series. Yeah, then that scene when she was finding out all of his powers was a little bit weird because he was basically just telling her like every single thing about his powers. Like while I wanted to know, it was a bit of an info dump because she found out about his powers and then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, and so then he goes on for like 10 pages telling her exactly what he could do. He's like, well, I can do this, and then he shows her, he's like, and then well, we could also do this, and then I'll show her. She asks a question, he explains, she asks a question, he explains, and it was a very, very open, very honest conversation, which one didn't seem like David at all, and also was just like a lot of information. Like we went from knowing nothing for like 130 pages to learning everything in a couple pages, and I felt like it could have been woven in better, like they could be doing stuff and then find out about his powers. But I don't know how, if I were trying to write that scene, how I would have fixed it, essentially. I probably would have just made it a bit more gradual, like she learned what they were, and then maybe if something else exciting happened for one, because it was a long time in between their danger moments, and then her learn something else about their powers, and then him explain a little bit more. That's probably what I would have done if I were giving advice, which is stupid because the book is already out. So there's no point in me giving my advice. But just what my personal opinion on that scene was a little info dumpy for me. I don't want to like act like I hate this book because I didn't hate it. I really enjoyed it a lot. But oh yeah, Damon was a little off-putting, wasn't he? Like I know he's supposed to be a jerk but attractive and trying to keep her safe and all that, but like I was just like getting so sick of him. Like, oh my god, how could you be this annoying? So I know you're supposed to love him because he's like the main guy and wonderful and beautiful, and I really like the final action scene when I like the action scene when they were, was it driving home from the dance and then they got attacked when she had to stab the guy with the obsidian. That was really great that she was able to save his life and she wasn't just the damsel in distress constantly. I thought that was really good that she had her own like kind of kick-ass character to her. She's a normal girl, but you know, stands up for people when she needs to. And then I also like how in the ending final battle showdown scene she was pretty kick-ass there too. I really like Katie so much. I love her as a character. I think she's amazing, and I love that she's normal but she's like able to do all this stuff and be really brave and like save everybody, and I thought that was really awesome. I'm very curious to see like with her powers developing where that goes, because it looks like now she has an even more of a connection to Damon and that's going to do something. I'm looking forward to the next books and I'm hoping that there's a little bit more action in the next books, because I felt like this book, like we knew something was happening, but I didn't feel like the danger was like super high. I didn't feel like tense or too anxious about the characters that often, and I would have liked it to be a little bit more like I felt like there was a real threat to them. They said there was a threat to them, but I didn't really feel like it was a real threat to them. So I really hope in the next book they kind of up the stakes. I would love to learn more about their powers, and I also really hope Damon gets nicer to Katie, because right now he's I thought he would be nicer by the end, but he's still a little off and on, which is not great. I really enjoyed this book. Again, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Please, if you've read this book, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did you like it more than me? Did you like it less than me? Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm Vanessa. Have a wonderful day.